Hello my lovelies. So this is just going to be a really quick video about how I have started bullet journaling again. I'm keeping it really simple this time. I am not going all out. Last time I bullet journaled, I wanted to do all the trackers, all the fancy spreads, and I gave up because I just became obsessed with it being perfect and beautiful. This time I've got a new book. It's dead simple, dead cheap, and I'm feeling much more positive about how this is working for me. So I'm going to show you what spreads I've opted for and which ones I find useful. So first of all, I'll show you the book that I'm working in, and this was off Amazon. It was really cheap. I'll link it below if I can find it. And it is ring bound, so you can add pages in, move them around, and this has been a game changer for me. In the past, when I had like proper dotted notebooks, I found that I would put something on one page and then I'd hate where it was. I'd find that things weren't organised or where I could find them, and it just wound me up a little bit. The perfectionist in me didn't like it. So with this, I can move things to where I want them. I can add extra pages in, I can take pages out, and it makes me very happy. So it was really, really cheap. It came with this sort of clear plastic file with the ring binding and all of these lovely little page, like what do you call them, divider bits, which I thought were really lovely. So I'm just going to show you how I've organised mine. Obviously there's no perfect way to do this, and it's a bullet journal, so the idea is you customise it to how works best for you. This is what's working for me at the moment, but who knows, I might get bored and change it. And the best thing about bullet journaling instead of getting a diary is that you can do that. So I've got this divider at the front, and this is basically where all of my like planner sheets, so almost like my diary pages are. So at the front, I've just done some grid measurements. These help me to know how much space I need to leave if I want even sized boxes, and it's just helpful to refer back to so that I don't have to measure every single time if I want things to look even. On the next page, I have got a key. I don't really use this very much, however it is useful. So if I have an event, I use a dot to signify that. If I've got a task, I do a box, and when it's done, I tick it. If it's not done, instead of feeling bad about it, I just do a little arrow to say I'm migrating it to another day. Stars are priorities. Exclamation marks, oh I struggle to say that word, exclamation marks are for ideas. A line through the box means I've cancelled the task. And just a little dash means a note. So that's my key. I can add to it if I want to. I've got the term dates for the school that I work at. That's really handy. I've used that a lot, and I just stuck that in that page there. I've got a year's overview of important dates, but basically it's just birthdays and then some things for next year that I need to add in as I go. I've got some notes pages because these were blank and it was bugging me that they were blank. So I just wrote notes on the top. If I have any notes, I'll put them in. If I don't, I won't. They're not decorated. They don't look pretty, but they're functional if I need somewhere to just write something and make a note of it. This was a spread that I did later on, and this is the style that I seem to have stuck with. This is what makes me happy. This aesthetic is what I seem to like. So this was just weekly tasks, and what I've done is I've just kind of split the tasks that I need to do over the course of the week into different days, and then I've got my daily tasks here, so it doesn't feel as overwhelming. At the start of the week, when I think, oh, I've got to do this, it makes me feel overwhelmed. So having this just shows me that I can split that up. This is changing slightly now because I'm working on Mondays, but actually I can still get these things done on a Monday even when I'm working, so that's fine. Then we get into the monthly trackers. Now these are filled in, so I'm going to have to blur some bits. But this seems to be the style that I like, just a list, really, really simple, and then a little calendar style one here so I can see what days of the week each date is on. And I've just been doing these at the start of each month. I only started at the end of October, so I didn't do like a proper like weekly planner thing for October. I just did to-do lists because that's what worked. So there was a to-do list and another to-do list. Oh, there's like a little ruler that comes with it as well that clips in, which was loose. So yeah, I just did to-do lists because that's all I really needed to finish out October. So that's fine, it doesn't matter. November, you can see I did it very similarly, but I had space for notes, things that needed to go on to the month after. I've still got my calendar, and I've obviously got my events and things down here. And then this is how I've been doing my weekly spreads. Now they're not gorgeous, I do these quickly. I am not an artist, but I just like to have my calendar tab and I highlight the week that we are in. And then this seems to be the layout that I prefer. I did it a bit differently the week after, but this seems to work best for me and give me the room that I need. So I just put the days with the date, and here I've got notes to do. I didn't put anything in my to-do list here. I did a spending tracker that week as well, just to sort of keep track of like money, because I felt like I was spending far too much. And yeah, I like to do little doodles, but nothing too fancy. This week, I don't know what was going on. It was October. This isn't an October feeling sort of spread, but I actually really enjoyed doing this, and I just wanted something bright and colourful that would make me feel happy. And it did. Now, I found these boxes were a little bit too small, so although I quite like the layout, it wasn't functional for me, so that's why I haven't really been using this like this sort of layout. But who knows, we might go back to it again, because that's the joy of bullet journaling. This was another weekly spread, so these were dead cheap. I think they were like £2 for loads and loads of little stickers and journal bits, like these decorations. So I just used this one to circle the date, and I did do a little tracker for this week. I've only just started, so I need to fill that out for yesterday and today. But this layout really works for me. It gives me enough space, but it's not overwhelming, and I'm enjoying using it. If there's days that I'm busier, I've been doing, let's see if I can find them. Yeah, I've been doing extra notes pages, and I'll just slot them in the middle of the week once I've done it, but that's fine. This is next week's that I've started setting out, but I haven't finished yet, so I don't know what's going to go in here. It depends what I feel like I need for that week. Every single week is different, and what you need each week is different, so that's the best thing about bullet journaling. You make it work for what you need in that week or on that day. That was just the to-do lists for Monday and Tuesday, and I've made my December monthly overview already, even though I've not made my weekly ones yet, just because December is right around the corner and it's a busy one. So I decided to do a little picture here. I told you I am no artist, but I decided I wanted to do like a little window looking through on a Christmas scene. I'm not sure how I feel about the bricks. I don't think I like them, but that's okay. It was just fun to do, and I enjoyed playing with it. Again, I've got the list of the dates, I've got the little calendar, and that's it so far for my weekly and monthly overviews. I will add to those as I go, and yeah, they will all just go in this section because that's what seems to work for me. This next section is like trackers and lists and things. So I've got a when did I last, which I actually need to get better at using because I haven't filled some of these in. But you know, things like when you need a new toothbrush, sometimes I forget when did I last change them. And I just think it's good to keep on top of, so you know, oh, it was this long ago, right, I'll buy some more now, or I'll swap them over because we have like a couple in a drawer ready to go when we need to change them. But it's just a good little reminder of when we last did it. I've put things like cleaning inside the kitchen cupboards, cleaning the skirting boards, my mum always pulls me up on this one, cleaning the fridge, and giving blood, which I haven't done since I had the kids, but I used to do all the time, so I want to get back into. Like I say, I haven't used this much yet, but I feel like it's a useful one to have. And then I've just got overtime, so again, really simple. I told you I wasn't going too decorative with this. So I've just been writing down any overtime that I've done. When I've worked the day, I tick it, and when I've submitted it to the lovely lady who pays us, I do another tick. So if it's got 2 ticks, I know I've emailed that overtime. This is our holiday savings tracker because we are saving up to go to Disneyland Paris. And yeah, so far we have a long way to go, but it will be nice to just see this amount go up and up and up, and it's motivating to put the money in if I know I get to colour in another little bit. I know that sounds silly, but it works for me. I like the visual, and it's like a reward. This was just a doodle that I did one day when I was bored. Nothing on this page, so that's fine. Maybe we'll doodle on it, maybe there'll be another tracker, who knows. Christmas gift ideas, so I've basically just put a section for all the people that I buy for, and then I've put down ideas for what I could get them. Some of them haven't got ideas next to them yet, and once I've bought the present, I've put a little tick next to it. As you can see, I am quite behind on my Christmas shopping at the moment, but there's time. It's payday on Friday, so it's my priority. And again, if I want to add more trackers, I can just add those in as I go. I've also started, I'm cooking Christmas dinner this year. My mother-in-law is coming, so I've made a little page for what our Christmas Day menu is going to be and a little shopping list. And again, I can either tick these off as I get them or I can highlight them or something. I'm not sure yet. I've then got this butterfly divider. Again, this came with the folder. I really love this. It was a bargain. I think it was only like £8 or something. And it's working out really well for me. So this is all my spare dotted paper. The folder actually comes with dotted and lined. So this is all the spare paper that I just move to where I want it when I want to use it. Behind this blue divider is work stuff. I've put a little cover thing there so you can't actually see because it's like notes from inset days or things that I need to do in work, and obviously you can't see that, so that's all in there. There's not loads of it, but there is a couple of pages. And then behind this green one, I've just got my lined paper for when I want to use that. There's another tab at the back, which I thought was really lovely. Then party invitations for the future that I haven't made the spread for yet go in here, so that each month when I'm setting up my monthly overview, I can have a look. Any invites that are in there that haven't happened yet, I can then add onto the monthly spread and take the invite out. And then obviously if it's even further in the future, I can leave them in. But that's it. Like I say, it's really simple. I haven't been doing like a year in pixels. I haven't been doing all these trackers about how often do I like do XYZ, because honestly I don't use them and then I get really demotivated because I haven't used them and I feel like I'm failing. But this, keeping it really simple, is just working so much better for me, and I can't wait to set up my December spreads. I find that taking some time at the start of the week to set up what my weekly overview is going to look like really helps me to just like focus in on what I need to achieve in that week, what do I need from my journal in that week, and how can I use it to help me be organised and productive. I have long COVID, so I find it really difficult if I don't write something down. You never told me. My memory is atrocious since I had COVID. So this just really helps. And I hope this has been useful. Like I say, it's not the most decorative. It's not the most extravagant. There's not loads of these trackers that you will see, although there is a few. But it works for me. And I sometimes think that when you see people with these really brilliant, decorated, fantastic journals, you look at them and you think, I could never achieve that, so why should I start? This isn't for me. But actually the bullet journal method in itself is really, really simple. You don't need all the decorations. It's literally just a make your own planner and make it work for you system. I also just wanted to say that the best thing about this planner for me is that everything's in one place. I have my calendar and my like journal, diary. I have my tracker things that I need, very, very minimal. I have the spare paper. I have all my work things. So I don't need to keep track of loads of different notebooks. In the past, I would have a different notebook for everything. I love a new notebook. I'm an absolute sucker for a new notebook. But with this, I don't lose anything. I don't forget where I've put things. I literally just know that I grab this. It is my brain, and I can grab it and know everything I need is in this one place. I'll just let you have a closer look at it. Like I say, it's not fancy. That is the spine of it. I could decorate this, I guess, but I quite like that it's just clear and it's functional, which is the most important thing to me. So I hope that that's been useful or interesting. Let me know if you bullet journal or if you are going to start, which spreads you're going to include in yours. I'd love to know. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.